Whew. Well, this week, I'm not sure where I am. This is part of an area that I've wanted to come to for a while because it leads up to a trailhead that goes to a place called Taylor Cabin, which is an old little supply cabin shanty thing in the wilderness that, oh my god, are you shitting me? Do you want to talk? I'm sorry?
You're allowed camping in here?
Probably. I'm banking on that, yeah.
Oh, okay, you're doing it.
He asked if they allowed camping in here. Who cares, man? Of course they do. There's a fire pit right there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so anyway, I've been wanting to come out here because I wanted to hike that trail, and I'm not doing that today, but I am going to try to ride up to the trailhead, or at least get near it so I can check out the condition of the road, see if it's maintained and all that, you know, just so I know what I'm getting into if I come back here in a car or in a truck. Thing is, on a map, this network of roads is really complicated. The forest roads out here, there's a ton of forest roads out here and they all crisscross each other, so actually getting to the place I'm trying to go might be a challenge. I'm not sure. Looks like there's a lot of territory to camp though, so I don't think finding a spot is going to be a problem today. Whew. May have just missed my turn. Gotta check the map. Oh. Would you look at that? I'm actually on the wrong road. Because I'm a silly bitch. If I pass that guy, I better tell him I think we're on the wrong road. Seemed like a nice guy, but he didn't have very many teeth. Okay, now this is the road that I was looking for. I got lost before we even started. So as I was saying, the network of trails in here seems a little complicated, and I'm not sure how well they're marked in real life, because, you know, like I use Google satellite view to kind of map out where I'm going. I mean, that's kind of how I investigated the area. I think it's going to be pretty well marked. I have a long way to go in here though, because according to Google, from that point, leaving the main road, it's about an hour to where I'm trying to go. So I'm actually going pretty deep today. I don't think this area has a specific name. Like most of the places I go, I can call like what they're called, like the Sierra Anca Wilderness, or like last time I went to Schultz Pass. This is just Coconino National Forest. There just happens to be a ton of these forest roads in here, and I'm gonna go investigate. I love exploring. On my way up here, right when I got off the main highway, I passed these two guys that were on these decked out adventure bikes, and they're wearing all the adventure gear and they look legit. And so like here I am, you know, dressed in my bullshit, going camping, and I waved to them. Neither of them waved back. Like, we're going like 20 miles an hour. They clearly saw me and they just ignored it. And that really pisses me off. I guess I don't care if you're a poser, but if somebody doing the real thing like waves to you, like you need to acknowledge that. I'm not trying to be a douche, but it's like I may not have the most expensive gear, but I'm actually out here and I'm actually doing this stuff, and it's the rudest thing. I just don't understand it. I mean, I guess everyone's different. Everyone's doing this stuff for their own reasons. You know, I think some people just never wave, so maybe that's what it was, and I get it when Harley guys don't wave, because Harley guys tend to only wave to Harley guys. That's their jam. You know, I get it. That's how you rolled, and all right. I mean, like I was saying, is I don't expect it from guys that are on Harleys, but I expect it from guys that are on adventure bikes, especially when you're crossing paths with another guy who clearly is on a trip. But that kind of segues into something else I want to talk about, which is I got new boots. Garrett, the guy with the XR650R, hooked me up with a discount. He got a discount through work. Ordered me some Core-Tech Latigo road race boots, which I absolutely love. But I was thinking about that today because I ride exclusively dual sport, but I prefer to wear road boots. Like my last boots were a set of Sedici, I don't want to say generic, but they're like Sedici budget track boots. And they lasted like 4 years, 2.5 of which were off-road. And I loved them because they didn't come so high up on my leg that I'm sweating, and they're not uncomfortable to wear with your legs bent, you know, because they're meant to be worn on a sport bike. It's got, you know, a tighter leg position. And I can feel stuff, you know, I can feel the pegs under my feet, I can feel the shifter, and I like that a lot. I tried some like motocross boots once, thinking like that would be the thing. I hated them so much. Every time I would go for the rear brake, I would lock the back wheel, and it was just borderline dangerous. So I sent them back, and then I read reviews on adventure boots, and some people were saying they didn't last as long as they had hoped, and I'm like, what? Because like these adventure boots, if you buy an adventure style, you're looking at least 200 bucks. They're like $230 boots. So I was like, well, why not just buy like another $180 road race boot? Because I'm happy with that, and I love these things so far. Plus they're waterproof, which I hope we don't have to test out. But it got me thinking, like I don't really drink any of the ADV Kool-Aid. I wear these Sedici adventure pants, but I don't wear a jacket that matches them. I wear road race boots. I have a Fox Titan vest that I wear over top of a base layer, and then I wear a hoodie on top of that. And then my helmet is just like a regular street helmet. Most guys will go out and they'll get the whole adventure outfit, you know, and they'll get the adventure helmet with the peak on it and all that good stuff. And like, I don't know, man. I guess, like, I mean, if you have that gear, you're probably better protected than me, maybe. I like it. I like it like this. I like not wearing the stuff that you're expected to wear. Because I'm kind of going on my own style. But there's nothing wrong with that, too, by the way, if you're the guy that wears all that stuff. I just am proud that I don't. Proud that I kind of have created my own ensemble. And by the way, this hoodie, $10 Fruit of the Loom hoodie from Walmart. So, there you have it. It's literally the cheapest hoodie that money can probably buy. Okay, interesting development. There's a sign here that says the road is closed 4 miles ahead, which is the way that I needed to go, of course. So I'm gonna go down here 4 miles and see what's going on, because maybe with a motorcycle I can bypass it. Looks like the road's closed, guys. If they're rebuilding something, it looks like they've actually finished most of it. This is totally irresponsible. Huh. Looks like they're rebuilding a bridge. And it looks like I'm not going to cross it. Although I totally fucking could. I've come this far. It seems like a real risk to take when you're this far into the woods. And actually, I don't know if I can get around that vehicle up there. Okay, I guess we're going back. It's 3:30 right now. Figure the sun's going to be gone by 6. I reckon I got time. I got time to go explore some more. Woo! Well, we have a problem. The detour took me to the other side of the detour, but apparently I missed a turn somewhere because I have been going the wrong direction. It's 4:13 right now. I think I'm just gonna go pick a site, I guess. I mean, it's not like there was anything to find where I was going. I just wanted to see what the route looked like to that trailhead, but I'll probably never go on. So it may be hard to like get a feel for how far into the woods I've come, but like this is well over an hour of forest roads that I've been on. I mean, it's at least 30 miles. See what's over here. This dirt's really sandy, so that's not a plus. I mean, I've been on these. Whoa, shit! Almost ate shit right there. Front wheel is sinking in. That's one thing about these Heidenau tires that I think people should know, is that there's not a lot of front wheel confidence when you get into soft stuff. I mean, it immediately wants to lose the front wheel. So unless you're really good at riding or you air down, definitely be careful if you're on these tires. But anyway, I was going to say, I've been on these roads for so long, I actually went through a helmet camera battery. Usually when I do these trips, I never even go through one battery on the helmet camera. I usually have to swap GoPro batteries, but the drift is usually good to go. Dude, I just came to a T-junction on this trail and turned around because if I take any more turns, I might actually not know how to get back out of here. I'm being serious. This place is ridiculous. So I'm gonna come back up here. I thought I saw a little spot trailed off this main road here. I'm gonna try to go take it, or I could just go off in the bush. Now I'm really thinking about it. I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna go straight out there into the woods on my motorcycle, destroying the precious earth. They say they want you to stay on the trails. That's my only thing here, but true wild camping is a hell of a good time. And this terrain looks real easy to ride on. God, like the first hour of this video is just gonna be me finding a place to camp. Well, I think I've just found the new coolest place I've ever camped. Hopefully no one will spot me from the road. Still loving this wolf yak bag. I don't think they realized that if I liked this thing, it was going to become a regular part of my videos. I have a feeling they're going to sell a lot of them. I wish it came in black or some other color so I didn't have to destroy my color scheme. Ultimately, it makes no difference. It's a perfectly functioning, durable dry bag. Available for not a lot of money. Unlike my marmot sleeping bag, which is very expensive and the zipper loves to get stuck. You think that for like $200 they would put a wider zipper on a sleeping bag so that you don't catch the puffy down material every single time. Every time I unzip this. Middle of the night, fucking forget about it. Good luck, motherfucker. So far, I love these things. So if you're thinking about getting into this type of motorcycling and you think you need some crazy $400 boots or $300 boots or even $200 boots, consider just buying a pair of street boots because in my opinion, they do the job. Now if you crash or something and you know, there's no like bendy protection and stuff, like you're not gonna get as much protection as you would with a motocross boot. But at the end of the day, if you do this type of motorcycle riding, you have to live with what you buy. And I think it's a lot easier to live with this, even if it's not the most protective thing I could be wearing. It's better than a hiking boot. It's weird, because I come out here, I try to come out later so that I don't have to sit and wait for the sun to go down. But at the same time, if I get here while the sun's going down, I have to rush to shoot the rest of it. So it's a challenge, but it's fun. So today I actually brought this vegan organic chili that I bought without realizing it was vegan. But it's been in my closet forever and we need to get rid of it, so we're eating that today. Probably my biggest complaint about this pot is that it's not balanced very well. Either that or this thing needs 4 prongs. That's probably what the problem is. I think a vegetarian chili is vegan anyway. Because vegan means no animal products, right? No animals were harmed in the making of this chili. So we know that'll take a while. Brought Jim Beam again. Primarily because I like the size of this. This is a smaller bottle than what I normally get with my Jameson. And it kind of cuts me off, you know what I mean? So once I get started with that Jameson, I usually drink way too much of it. This kind of a little better size, plus it's plastic. And it gets smashed up in my bag. That is pretty tasty. I gotta hand it to Amy's organic vegan chili. I like it. You done good, Amy. My dream is to one day move to a place like Colorado and go out and go backcountry snowmobile camping. I'll do the same thing I do now, but on a snowmobile in the snow. How cool would that be? If you're into that shit, tell me, because I don't want to live in Arizona forever. I've been thinking about moving to Colorado in a couple years, and if that happens, snowmobile camping is going to follow it. Snow camping itself is one of these things I've been wanting to do forever. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, and then I don't know what we're gonna do. I feel like this video needs to continue, even though I'm pretty sure it's already really long. That reminds me, people said they enjoyed the length of the last video. It did pretty well. I'm gonna put a cap at 20 minutes, period. I'm never gonna go over 20 minutes because I'll be honest, sometimes I click videos and they're like half an hour or longer and I'm out. Like, I'm just not gonna dedicate half an hour to a YouTube video. I feel like most other people are probably the same way. So I think 20 minutes is the cap. I'm gonna shoot for 14 to 15 on these edits. Oh my God. Amy, you know what you're doing. Jesus. This is what I do when I'm bored. I just try to spot sweet angles. Trying to wipe out this bottle, but man, I'm not very chilled out today. I feel like I'm just in a rush, which happened because I got turned around on these trails today. And I'm just kind of stuck in power mode.